Number seven, lead to build people, lead to build communities, lead to build legacies, lead to build people up, lead to expand on people's talents. And again, if you're leading pets, right, how do you get your pet to live its very best life? So for people who use this model of leadership, leading, again, whoever you're leading, however temporary, is about building, right? It's about building a community. It's about building something that lasts forever, or something that lasts for a year or for a few days. But lead to build. And in moments where we feel so anxious about the temporariness of everything, right? Jobs are being lost, homes are being burned. How can you build? How can you build up? How can you build out? How can you build people? No, I mean, for me, again, nothing is more exciting than watching the people that I put a lot of time and effort and love and energy into fly. They fly, and it's so cool. I'm like, I had a day or a moment with that person, and so they're winning, I'm winning, right? Because the way that they build also then allows them to come back and help somebody else build, right? So 7, lead to build. Number 8, be honest, aka don't lie. I am genetically disposed to really hating lies. And I think if you're someone who sort of follows the political world, or some of our political communication scholars know how rhetoric is used to convince, but often lacking in the rhetoric is honesty and truth. And so as a leader, the last thing you want, I think, is to lose the faith and the confidence of the people or the pets, whatever else that you're leading. Be honest. Honesty is hard. You don't have to give people your entire like play-by-play game plan. But communicate from a place of honesty, from a place of wanting to build trust, from a place of wanting to build community. As we're watching, or we have been watching forever, ever since TV started, when we watch a leader get caught in a lie, how do we feel? Can we trust that person? Or how much gymnastics, right? How much intellectual work do you have to do to then be like, well, that person is a liar, but I'm just going to follow them because, why not? Lying is a sign, is a sign of bigger things, right? Not just like they lied in this moment to get what they wanted. And so as a leader, in whatever capacity that you're leading, lead with the truth. Lead with the truth. And number 9 for September, the 9th month of this long year, lead with love. So I remember in grad school, I was a little bit of a brat still. I'm growing into myself, but I was reading, one of my favorite professors had us reading a book about love. And I was like, what is this love stuff? This is just, what is this? Because again, I came out of a very sort of like black, white, empirical way of really understanding knowledge. And so it's in this time period, 2007 through 11, where I was just like, oh, there are all these ways of being besides what I know. And a lot of what these scholars, and this was specifically Chela Sandoval's book, are writing about are things that we don't value, so to speak, in society. And one of them is love. What does it look like when you show up as a leader from a place of love? What does it look like when you see the people that you're working with or mentoring, when you watch them grow? Do you get really excited? Are you just like, oh, this person's going to beat me to whatever prize, right? So leading from a place of love means like you're leaning into whoever you're working with or whatever you're working with. You have to be extremely humble. Humility is hard in a society that really functions on individuality, right? Leading from love, leading from a place of respecting the people that you're working with, respecting who they were, who they're going to be, respecting your changing role in their journey, whether you were central at some point and you've fallen back, or they've moved on to different places, right? So a place of respect and a place of honor. again, so those of us who teach the particular kind of work that I teach or do the kind of research that I research, highly value the people that we encounter in life, because we understand all the ways that structures and institutions devalue certain kinds of people. Actually, all people, right? We're all dehumanized in sort of this broader structure. And so if I am leading, it has to be from a place where I feel honored to lead. Because we don't all get the opportunity, right? We don't all get a chance to help participate in creating a thing, in creating a community, in creating and in building and in shaping and reshaping and growing ourselves. And so, so I'll add to that, right? So leading with love, leading with respect, leading with honor, and leading with a whole lot of humility, like a humility cake. Like you just eat it every day. The times where I have epically failed as a leader have been the times where I've learned the most about myself. And I take that into the next opportunity to be with other people. A part of leading with love and respect and honor and humility is that you apologize a lot. You apologize because leaders aren't perfect, right? But if you're coming from a place of love and respect and honor and humility, we get better, right? So who I was as a leader in 6th grade or 7th grade, it was 7th grade, is a little bit different now, right? In 7th grade, I was like, I'm fiercely going forward to create my path because I want to save the world. I'm going to bring some friends with me, but I'm going to save the world. Me as a leader today is very different, right? For me, the most important thing I could do is see the spark in other people and say, let's do this. You have a spark, I got a spark, let's create a fire. 10, a bonus, because October is coming. It was the 10th a few days ago. Keep learning, keep growing. COVID, and there's so many pandemics. We have had, as individuals, so many opportunities to learn and to grow. If you're fortunate enough, you've had a lot of quiet space to think about who you are, what you are, whose you are. And so all of these make us better leaders. The more you know yourself, the better. So I last week got to watch a little bit of a conversation with one of the people I respect. I have a short list of people I'm just like, ooh. And so I got to watch her talk about leadership. And I learned so much just in those few moments of listening to someone talk about what it means to lead with the future in mind, what it means to lead with care in mind, what it means to lead despite challenges and difficulties. So many of us who are still alive, because we've lost, again, a lot of people who are tapped and given opportunities to support other people in different moments. And again, because it shifts so quickly, to be supported in different moments. I hope that we can fully appreciate the opportunities that we've been given, right? And to take those opportunities to learn about us, to learn about others, but to ask about serving, right? And so how can I be of service in the middle of a crisis as a leader? Again, if I'm leading the pack, if I'm leading myself, if I'm leading whoever's in near me, recognizing that we all lead at different points at different times, and that is a gift. Being able to step in, step up is a gift. So I hope this was helpful. If you are all leaders. If you are a budding leader, I would love to talk to you about what your leadership looks like. But I also invite you to look around in the world to see all of the people who have led you, who are leading you. Most of them you don't even know are leading you because they're so good at it. They're so good at it that you didn't even know that they were leading you this entire time. So take a look, and if you recognize them, say hello, say thank you. And if you are working on your own leadership journey, to take some time to ponder through some of these things, right? What kind of leader are you? Who are you leading? Who are you serving? Who are you leading? How are you leading? How can we lead differently? How can we lead better in this time of pandemic?